In this video, we'll create a mobile-friendly form to add new staff members to our list. First of all, in my Elements properties, I'll add two new properties named Edit Model, which is an object, and Panel Toggle, which is a string. In my Elements template, I'll add the panel snippet. In this snippet, we have the binded class attribute, which changes the divs class attribute according to the panel toggle parameter. In the body of our panel, we have a form where each value is binded to a property of the edit model object. Also, it has two buttons, the save and the close button, where the save button will be used to save our form and the cancel will be used to close the panel without saving. Then, in our grid section, I'll add an options line to add various buttons for my grid. In this section, we'll include an add button to open our panel. This button has an on-tap trigger that will run the open panel method every time we click on the button. The last element that we'll add in our template is another Iron Ajax element, used to trigger a save request to our server to persist the save data. This is a post request at the following URL, and once the request is done, it will trigger the save profile callback method. At this point, we have four triggers unhandled. First, the onTap method named openPanel to open our panel. The second, the save profile method to trigger the save action. Third, the close panel trigger to just close the panel. And last, the save profile callback method to do something once a new staff member is added. I'll start with the open panel to show my panel. To do this, I'll just set the panel toggle property to toggled. Also, I'll instantiate the edit model object. As seen previously, the panel toggle property is binded with the class attribute over here, so it will set the class to the string toggled. If we view in our CSS, we can see that the edit panel, which has a parent with the class toggled, will move the panel to the x-axis from -200 to 0. Then, in the close panel method, I'll set the panel toggle to empty, so that will change from 0 to -200 again. Let me refresh my page to see the results. Once I click on the plus sign, the panel glides into view, and once we click on the close button, the panel glides out of view again. Now, we want to save our member when the user clicks on save. In the save profile method, I'll set the body of my request to the edit model object. Set the content type to application JSON and trigger the request. Once the request is done, the callback is triggered where we'll set a toast message, reload our list, and close the panel. Lastly, let me add the paper toast element as well in my page. I'll refresh my page and click on the add sign again. Let us add some dummy data and click save. The new user is added, the toast message is displayed, and the panel closes. In my debugger, you can see the post request set by the Iron Ajax element. In the body of the request is the new user in JSON format, and we can have a response of that user with the new ID, which indicates that everything went as expected. Then, we can see the get request again that is triggered to refresh our list. Also, you notice an options request before my post request. This is just something that Iron Ajax Elements does, which works as a ping before the post, to be sure everything is okay with the server before it sends the data. In the next video, we see how we can update the data of the user that is already in the list.